Hi everyone, my name is JP and today I'd like to show you how to set up outbound emails with CiviCRM if you're using Gmail or Google Workspace as your corporate email solution. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to go into your Google admin here. So that's admin.google.com and you want to make sure you're logged in as the admin user. And you're going to click on Show More here and go to Security and click on Overview. Then you want to scroll down and what you want to make sure is click on two-step verification here. And then what you want to make sure is that allow users to turn on two-step verification is turned on. So if that's already turned on, you don't need to do anything. If it's not, then just turn it on and hit save and you should be okay. So that's the first step. The second step is to go to your Google account, the one that you want essentially linked to the outbound emails, and click on manage your Google account. And then over here you can click on security. And then here you want to basically scroll down and go to two-step verification. Now, if that is not enabled yet, for me it's already enabled, but if it's not enabled, you want to go ahead and enable that. It's going to ask you for a phone number to use, and then you're going to have to put in that code. So just do that, and once it's enabled, come back and continue with this tutorial. So you want to click on two-step verification. If it makes you log in, obviously go ahead and log in, and then you should be at that, you should see that screen right here. So scroll down and go to where it says app passwords. So for you, you're probably not going to have any app passwords, but for me, I already have one. So your goal here is to add a new app password. So you can click here, like I just did, and it will let you add a new app password. So what an app password is essentially, it's a set of different credentials that will be linked to one specific password for a specific functionality. And so, for example, in my case, we can see that I have one called Lemworm here, and I'm about to set up another one. And so what that does is it sets up, these two app passwords will have a different password, an actual different password. And so what that does is that it allows for increased security because you basically have, secluded credentials for each specific external service or application that you're linking. So that's the idea of using app passwords and sort of why we have to do that. So for example here, if the credentials I'm using for Lemworm, which is my app password here, are leaked, then it would it would not impact the other credentials I have set up here, the other app password. So let's go ahead and create a new app password. Here we can call it CiviCRM outbound emails, for example. And let's click create. And over here you see it gives us this app password. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy that and make a note of it. So let's put it right here. And then we can hit done. And then we're good. We can go back here and close this. So then let's go ahead and log into our CiviCRM. So I have it running in the standalone version here, but if you're running this on WordPress, you would just log into your WordPress. Same with Joomla, same with Drupal, whatever CMS you're using. And then, so I'm just going to log in here. And once you're in your CiviCRM, you'll see more or less this CiviCRM home here. So you want to go to Administer, and you want to go to System Settings, and over here you'll see this outbound email option with SMTP. So click here, and over here, allow mail from logged in contact. I would probably say no for this, because what that basically does is anybody who's logged into your system, so say to your WordPress user login system, would be able to make an outbound email from their address. So you probably don't want that. What you probably want is to set up your outbound email system such that every email that is sent originates from one specific email address that you've chosen, that is your admin email address, let's say. So you're going to click on no here, and then over here you go ahead and select SMTP, and here for the server, what you're going to select is SSL. You're going to type SSL:// smtp.gmail.com. And then for SMTP port, you choose 465. And then authentication, you have to choose yes. So for the SMTP username, you're going to put down the email address of the email address of your Google account. So that's the email address of the account that you were just creating a new app password for, and that's the email address from which all your outbound emails are going to originate. So for me, that email address is jp@northpnd.com. And then for the SMTP password, this is where you're going to have to enter your password that you copied from Google. Now, this is a very important detail. I got stuck on this for about an hour because I was trying to copy paste this into this field. For some reason, I think it's a security setting, CiviCRM doesn't let you copy paste your password into here. So you have to essentially, look at it and just type it out. So for me, it's HBIU, and then I think the spaces count here. So space, SJRL, space AXTD, space AXTD, space KGFY. All right, and once you've typed all of that out, you can hit save and send test email. And what that will do is it's going to send a test email to whoever is currently logged in. So, right now, for example, I'm logged in as jp@northpnd.com. It's going to send a test email to that address. So whatever address you're currently logged into CiviCRM with, it's going to send you a test email. So let's go ahead and do that. As you can see here, it's giving me an error that says the site administrator needs to enter a valid site email address. So if you haven't configured that yet, you have to click here, and it's going to take you to that option in this menu here. And you can go ahead and configure your site email address. So for me, for the display name, I'm going to put JP Abadir, and for the email, I'm going to put jp@northpnd.com. And the description, I'll leave it just as is. And now that we've done that, we can go back to Administer, System Settings, SMTP, and let's fill that out again because it didn't save it. All right, so I filled it out again. Let's click Save and Send Test Email once again. And we can see here that that was successful, and I can show you that I did indeed receive the test email. Yep, so I have to put my hand here so it doesn't blur everything out, but if your test was successful, you should have received an email just like this. So follow for more CiviCRM tips, and if you want to work with us and get in touch, all the information is in the description. Thank you so much.